Hi everybody, it's me, Dr. Whimsy, the naturopathic doctor that is offering sane, simple tips on how to stay healthy on a budget. The topic today is really fun, and I got asked to do this by a number of people, so I'm very excited about it, and it's something I'm pretty passionate about. And since we're headed into a new year, now would be the perfect time to think about doing this. Here's the good news. You can be really broke and you can do this and it will do amazing things for your health. So these are 5 simple tips on how to do a cleanse. Okay, so let's talk about cleansing. Cleansing is a great opportunity to reset your body. It's a great opportunity to start the new year with a dedication to your health. I have a philosophy. And here's my philosophy. You are here to be happy. You are here to be happy, and you are here to be loved. And when you are happy, and when you are loved, and when you can forgive yourself and try and do better, that is how you will be most effective. And that is how I will be most effective, so that we can truly help others. So that's the first tip, is that the reason that we do these things is so that we can be better, so that we can be happy, so that we can love ourselves, and so we can hopefully love others and do good. So that's the first tip. And sometimes just taking a moment to remember that is pretty important. Okay, so number 2, my second tip, is to keep it very simple. You can get everything you need in the bulk bins in terms of dry goods. It would be great if you could go in organic. The good news is that organic bulk bin products are really, really cheap. I think organic brown rice, which makes up a huge staple of a cleanse, runs about $2.50, $3 a pound. So no excuses, you can do this. When you do a cleanse, rule number 2 is it should be plant-based. It should be 100% plants. That means no animal products, no milk, no cheese, no fish, no chicken, no pork, 100% plant-based. The diet of a vegan, basically. It should be about 21 days, the cleanse. Okay, so that is my second tip. Have it be 100% organic and plant-based. Buy things in bulk to keep it cheap, keep it simple. The third rule of doing a cleanse is nothing should be prepackaged. Nothing should be prepackaged. Everything should be from scratch. So you might want to designate a time of the week, once or twice a week, when you're going to be doing your cooking. I prep a lot. Learn how to cook organic brown rice. You can do it in a pressure pot. That's one way to do it quickly, or you can just do it straight off the stove, because a lot of what you're going to be living on during your 21 days is whole grains that are cooked over the stove, whether it's quinoa, brown rice, kasha, barley, whole barley. Keep it real simple. That is my third tip. My fourth tip is to chew your food really, really well. Chew your food really, really well, because it's really hard to digest food like this if you've never done it before. If you've never been on a 100% plant-based diet, it can be really hard to digest and you're going to have gastric upset. So chew your food really, really well. You may have to take a digestive enzyme. You can get those at any health food store that help you digest the food really, really well. The fifth tip I'm going to leave you with is don't worry about calories. If you're eating a plant-based diet, then calories are not really, and it's not processed, it's going to be really simple to do. There are a ton of recipes online for a whole food plant-based diet. It's not hard to do, but here's a couple things I am going to say that are beyond the 5 tips that I'm just mentioning. The focus of what you should be eating, it should be about 50% whole grains. The rest of the diet can be nuts and seeds, raw or roasted. If you're eating them raw, I would recommend soaking them overnight. It's real simple to do. You simply take some almonds, pour some spring water over it, shake it up, rinse it, and then stick it in the refrigerator. And what that does is it resprouts them and makes them easier to digest. Other tips I would give you is that you might want to start Googling, looking at various different whole food recipes online. But for me personally, what I recommend people do is keep it so simple, in the sense that I have people do 50% brown rice or some other kind of whole grain. About 25% is going to be some kind of a protein, like beans or tofu or tempeh, organic ideally. And the rest of the plate, 25% of the plate, is going to be vegetables, steamed, or fruit, depending on what you're eating. Steamed or lightly sauteed with a little bit of olive oil. I do allow a little bit of oil in the diets that I prescribe. Sesame seed oil is also good. In terms of condiments that are allowed, the fermented vegetables, like the fermented kimchi that you can get from Whole Foods, is also really, really great. There's a tip I'm going to add that is not part of the 5 tips that I do want to mention, and that is this. Start your cleanse on Friday. I probably should have made it part of the top 5. Start it on a Friday, because if you're withdrawing from anything, chemicals, processed foods, sugars, or anything like that, then you're going to have a reaction. Coffee as well, by the way. I don't allow coffee on a cleanse. I do allow green tea, but I don't allow coffee. Obviously, I don't allow sugar or processed foods, but I don't allow coffee on a cleanse. And there are reasons why that is the case, but I won't go into it right now. Suffice to say that it's advisable to start your cleanse on a Friday, because usually if you're withdrawing from something like caffeine, which is also found in soda pops, you'll withdraw from the caffeine and the processed food, and most likely within 24 to 48 hours you're going to get a headache. And you're not going to be feeling so great during that process. So you don't want to be coming into work and trying to function when you're feeling awful. So I always tell people to start on Friday or late Thursday, because you can be sure that you're going to be hit with some pretty unpleasant feelings 24, 48, 72 hours into a cleanse. Hopefully by Monday, when you're back at work, if that's the start of your work day, you should be fine. You should be feeling a lot better. Breakfast, I usually have steel cut oats. I have some nuts and seeds and some fruit. But what I really recommend for the most part during a 21-day cleanse is to do the products that are set up for a cleanse as your breakfast. Those are the medical foods that we recommend as naturopathic doctors, put out by professional companies that help with a cleanse. They repair the digestive tract, and they help give you some really solid nutrition during the detox. Some people recommend probiotics. I think that's fine, but if you're eating fermented foods like the kimchis, the fermented kefirs and whatnot, then you should be getting plenty of probiotics in your diet. Drink plenty of water. It's not a tip I had mentioned, but I do believe that adding water, spring water or filtered water, is a great idea. Okay, that pretty much wraps it up. To find out more about naturopathic doctors and our training, you can go to the American Association of Naturopathic Doctors and find a physician in your area who can help. Remember, never attempt to do anything like a cleanse without it being overseen by a physician, because you want to make sure you're being monitored. And if you'd like to find out more about my work, you can go to drwhimsy.com. I'm leaving links below. And if you would like to have a general wellness appointment, I do see people virtually through telemedicine, and you will be able to link to that as well by going to my website. I want to thank you for listening to this video. I enjoy doing them, and I certainly enjoy helping when I can. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and I'd be happy to help some more. Take care, and happy holidays. Bye-bye.